What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Sona, and today I'm going to talk about how to find your perfect foundation match. This is a struggle that a lot of women have, including myself. When I first started out, it was so hard to find that perfect color to match my face, my neck, my body. I didn't even know what I was supposed to match my foundation to. Was it supposed to match my neck, my body? Like, it was so confusing. This is actually my second time filming this video. The first one I filmed, I ended up editing the whole thing, which took me like half a day. And then I looked back and I just wasn't fully happy with it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to refilm it. I went to the department store. I ended up buying a couple of new foundation shades so that I can demo it a little bit better. Anyway, this is probably gonna be the longest intro ever. Let's get started. I hope you enjoy it. So the first half of the video, I'm going to give you guys some facts, and then the second half, I'll demo the color so you guys can get a better understanding. Fact number one is to find your undertone. And a lot of women struggle with this, but I think that the best way to find your undertone is to look at your veins. And there are tons of charts online that you can find, but I'm gonna go ahead and insert one right now. Go ahead and look at your veins, and if they appear blue or purple, you most likely have a cool undertone. If you can't really tell, or if you're looking at it and they look a little bit blue, but also a little bit green, then you most likely have a neutral undertone. If they're totally green olive, then you definitely have a warm undertone. If you're still sort of confused and you can't really tell from looking at your veins, you can also find your undertone based on the type of jewelry you like to wear. So if you gravitate more towards silvers, you have a cool undertone. If you gravitate more towards yellow or rose gold, you definitely have a warm undertone. And if you could do both, you could rock both silver and warm, then you most likely have a neutral undertone. There are a couple of different ways to check this as well. So for example, if you burn easily under the sun and you don't necessarily tan, you definitely have a cool undertone. And then if you, vice versa, if you tan so easily, then you definitely have a warm olive undertone. Fact number two is to match your foundation to your overall body. A lot of women make the mistake of matching their foundation to either their face or their neck. You don't want to do that because most likely your body is going to be a little bit darker, unless of course you absolutely hate to be under the sun, you don't get any color. Fact number three is to make sure you understand that most foundations oxidize, and what that means is it's going to get darker over time. So when you go to a store and you think you found your perfect foundation match, you have to wear it for at least an hour or two to make sure that it doesn't get darker over time. Don't be afraid to mix and match. I know that in the beginning, like, it's probably not easy to spend double the amount to buy two different shades, especially if you're going for something a little bit pricey. Like, these guys are $65, almost $70, so buying two of this is obviously a lot of money, but it's almost like upfront you invest in it, but then you're mixing it, so it's just gonna last you a little bit longer. All right, those are my facts and tips, so let's move on to the demo. I have so many foundations in front of me because I just want this to be as informative as possible for you guys. I am going to go ahead and try two different types of foundations. We're gonna try the stick foundation on this side, and stick foundations have more of a creamy consistency, and then we're gonna try the liquid foundations on this side because I feel like most people on a day-to-day basis use liquid foundations. I find that stick foundations are probably the hardest to match for me specifically. I went to a department store trying to find the perfect match. I tried so many different brands. I just found that it was just one of those things that you have to mix two colors to get my perfect shade. So I have a couple of different stick foundations here from Lancome. I have some from Hourglass and from Makeup Forever. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of different shades. So rule number one is to find 3 shades that you think are going to be as close to your skin tone as possible. So once you find 3, I want you to start testing them from your face all the way down to your neck. So the first color that I'm going to try is this Lancome stick foundation in 320 Bisque. And as you can see close to my skin, this is like very, very true to what my skin color looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out. So I'm going to start to apply this from top all the way down. Now, as you can see, it looks darker on my skin than it does on the actual stick itself. So we're gonna leave it there for now, but I feel like when I blend this, it's just probably not gonna work as well. So then I have a Makeup Forever shade in 153, and this looks really yellow. It looks like it can match my overall body, but it might be a little too yellow. Let's see, let's try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and again apply this. Oh yeah, this is way too yellow, you see that? I have the Hourglass Stick Foundation in the shade Light Beige, and it totally looks like it could work, so let's give this a try as well. So as you can see, once I blend this out and move back, you can see that my body is way darker, way more yellow and golden, and then this is just looking a little too light and a little too pink. So then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the middle color. Maybe I shouldn't have put them so close together. Okay, so this to me is looking a little gray, to be honest, like pinkish gray. It's definitely not a good match. So then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. So this looked super yellow when we first put it on, but when I step back and try to blend this really well into my skin, and then imagine this with your concealer and bronzer and all that stuff, I feel like this would be a really good match. Although when you first put it on, it looked so crazy dark and yellow. It is still a little on the yellow side. I feel like it's still not like a perfect match, but I think it's the closest compared to the rest of the shades that I tried. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to liquid foundations. So for my liquid foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and try the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani because I love these and I always use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade 5.75 and 6.5. So I've got two shades here. First, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the 5.75. Again, I'm gonna start from over here, blend it down. This looks pretty good. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put 6.5 directly next to it, leaving just a little bit space for, blending. Okay, again, I'm gonna step back. Looking at this, this would be the safe route. I think that if you apply this all over your face, you start to put your concealer, highlighter, bronzer, this is gonna look too light, in my opinion. This right here looks dark right now, but I promise you, once we blend this in place and balance it out with my concealer, this is gonna be exactly the color we're looking for. Okay, so once I blend this, as you could see, the color just disappears into my skin. This would be a great color for me if I'm not tanned, but because I'm so tanned and my body is so dark, when I step away, you could see there's a clear difference between my body and my face. Whereas if I start to blend this guy out, this to me matches my body way better. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and demo 6.5 all over. I'm gonna use my trusty old kabuki brush. This is the IT Cosmetics double-ended kabuki brush. Every time I use it, you guys ask me what it is, but I feel like I just keep using the same one over and over again. So as you can see, I'm taking this color down to my neck area. Otherwise, my neck is not gonna match my face or my body. So you definitely wanna take it down to your neck area. I also like to apply a little bit on my ears because I want everything to match. I do like to apply this under and over my eye as well, even though I'm gonna conceal, highlight, all that stuff. I just feel like it evens out everything and you have a really good base to work with. Okay, so the foundation is on. As you can see, it matches my body perfectly. Like this is the perfect shade whenever I'm tan. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with my concealer so you can see that once you do that, it really balances everything out. It brightens the face where it needs to, so you kind of need to do that in order for your foundation to look complete. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this under my eyes because I'm gonna conceal and highlight with this. The center of my face. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this with the same kabuki brush, or you can use a beauty blender, whatever works for you. So now that the concealer is on, as you can see, it did balance everything out. The center of my face looks a little bit brighter and lighter, and it doesn't look as dark as the rest of my body. But again, once you bronze, once you contour, all of that is gonna come together. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup right now, and then I'll be back to show the complete look. All right guys, so now that the foundation and the rest of my makeup is done, as you can see, everything matches so beautifully and everything sort of comes together so nicely. Now that, everything is there, I'm really happy, and I think that the match is just perfect. I love the way it looks. It matches my overall body. It's youthful. There's no like harsh lines around my neck area. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. And again, I'll be down in the comment section for about an hour answering comments. There is a blog post on this same exact topic. Everything is going to be a little bit more organized for you guys. So be sure to head on over to the blog. The link will be down in the description box. And other than that, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.